Hi, good morning everyone. This morning I will discuss the Chapter 6 Network Models, the ABM 107 Introduction to Management Science. But before that, let me introduce first myself. I am Jandeep Ihan, a third year agribusiness student. So, the executive summary of the Chapter 6 covers network modeling as a framework for solving problems involving interconnected entities. Students learn to represent problems as networks and to apply three core techniques. First, we have minimal spanning tree, the MST, connect all nodes with the smallest possible total edge weight. Second is the shortest path. Find the least cost route between two nodes. And the third one is the maximal flow. Determine the maximum possible flow from a source to a sink under each capacities. A set of illustrated examples, nine visuals including 8-house network, PV cable planning, and sequential network growth provides hands-on practice with building networks, interpreting weights, and making optimization decisions relevant to transportation, communications, and logistics. So our learning objectives here is to define a network model and identify its components, the nodes, the edges, and the weights. Construct and interpret network diagrams from real-world scenarios. Apply MSD to connect all nodes with minimum total distance or cost. Apply the shortest path concept to determine the nearest or least cost path. Understand the maximal flow concept and its relevance to capacity planning and routing. Analyze illustrated network problems and justify the solution steps with logical reasoning. Key concept and definition. So the network is a collection of nodes, vertices connected by edges, lengths, with weights, distance, cost, time, or capacity. The node or vertex. Entities such as houses, cities, or junctions. The edge or link. Connection between two nodes with an associated weight. Path is a sequence of edges connecting two nodes. The minimal spanning tree MST is a subset of edges that connects all nodes with minimum total weight and no cycles. The shortest path is the path between two nodes with the smallest sum of edge weights. Next, we have the maximal flow, the maximum rate at, at which flow can move from a designated source to a sink given edge capacities. Now, let's proceed to our discussion. So, the minimal spanning tree or MST techniques is used to connect several locations, such as houses, offices, or buildings, using the shortest total distance possible. Utility companies like cable, water, and electricity providers use these methods to reduce installation costs. An example from the photos, Jainafi Cables company wants to connect 8 houses, which is the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. Each pair of houses has a specific distance between them. The goal is to connect all 8 houses with a minimum kilometers of cable. So, in step-by-step explanation, based on the photos above, as you can see. So step 1 is draw the network. A network diagram is made using circles for houses and lines showing distances. This gives a clear view of which houses are close to each other, shorter distance, or far apart, long distance. So step 2 is just a starting point. Any houses can be the starting point. In the example, house A is chosen first, as you can see in the picture above. So in step 3, connect to the nearest house. From house A, the nearest house is house C with a distance of 4 km. So house A and house C becomes the first connection. Step 4, repeat the process. Now that A and C are connected, the method checks with connected house is nearest to either A or C. Examples from the photos is house B is 6 kilometers from A, house D is 6 kilometers from A, and house E is 6 kilometers from C. House F is 6 kilometers from C. The shortest among these is chosen in the picture house D, 4 kilometers from C. So it is connected next. The process continues and then connect whichever house has the smallest distance from the connected group. Ignore any connections that creates loop. Continue until all houses are connected. So final goal. The final network shows the most efficient way to connect all 8 houses using the least total distance. This reduces cable cost and saves the company money. And if you're wondering why this technique is useful, so these are the reasons. First, it avoids unnecessary long routes. Second is it ensures all houses are reachable. Third one is it gives the cheapest and shortest cable layout. And then the last is it is simple and works even with many houses or nodes. So that's all for today. Thank you.
This report presented two application of network optimization used in decision making. 1. Minimum spending 3 MST. Determine the minimum cable length needed to connect multiple houses. 2. Maximal flow techniques. Determine the maximum number of cars that can pass through a road network. Both techniques are essential in planning cost reduction and efficient design of networks such as utilization, transportation, and communication system. 2. Minimum spending 3 is the application. A problem description is a cable company. Problem description. A company must connect 8 houses using the TV cable. Each pair of houses is connected with a distance in kilometers. The object is to connect all houses using the least total length of cable. Nodes represent houses A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H, and H represent the distance between them. The B. Method use. The book use frame algorithm adding the shortest possible connection at each iteration while avoiding loss until all houses are connected. C. Iteration summary. The algorithm select the smallest edge link to the starting house. This begins the initial connected roster. Iteration 2. Adding the next shortest edge. The graph nodes contains more connected nodes. ACD, the new houses such as E, F, G, and H remain connected. Iteration 3. Distance in evolving houses E, F, G, and H are considered A connect to B 6 km or C 10 km. Choose 6 km. F connect to A 8 km or G 12 km. Choose lowest. J. Connect to C or E. It can be connected yet due to the greater distance. The shortest among all available edges is selected. Iteration 4. To equal shortest distance after 6 km, it's B to A, C to F. Both are selected for the MST. Iteration 5. Remaining connected houses FCH. Shorted edge H to F 6 km. Illustration 6. Remaining unconnected houses G. G can connect to H 4 km where it's the shortest available. The final MST result. The total cable needed is 4 plus 4 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 2 plus 4 equals 32 kilometers. Thus the minimum cable length required to connect all 8 houses is 32 kilometers. Maximal flow techniques. Purpose. The maximal flow techniques determine the maximum quality air cars per hour that can move through road network from a starting point to a destination. Step use. 1. Construct the network with all street and capacity. 2. Select a complete path with non-zero output. 3. Determine the maximum number of cars that path. 4. Adjust the flow. 5. Repeat until no added flow can be added. C. Given the traffic data from street to street, number of car per hour 1 to 30, 1 3 10, 1 4 20, 2 4 10, 2 6 10, 3 1 0, 3 5 10, 3 5 30, 3 6 20, 4 1 0, 4 5 20, 4 6 30, 5 1 0, 5 3 10, 5 6 10, 6 1 10, 6 2 60, 6 4 20, 6 5 10. This table represent the maximum flow capacity between roads in the city. Expected output. So the all minimum spending tree, the cable company must install 32 km of cable to connect all 8 houses at minimum cost. Maximal flow techniques determines to maximum number of car per hour that can pass through a city's road network. Thank you.
Good day, sir. Today I'm going to discuss to determine the maximum number of cars per hour that can pass through the roads network. So step one, construct the networks. The network diagram show that nodes are the maximum traffic flows between them. So traffic can flow in both directions. For example, node 1 to node 2, the maximum flow is 30 cars. So node 1 is the source of outflow and node 2 is the destination inflow. Step 2, select the complete path. Choose a path with no outflow equal to 0. Several paths are possible. So, in this case, path 1, 2, and 6 is selected. So step 3, we need to determine the maximum quantity. So for path 1, 2, and 6, the maximum number of cars from nodes 1 and 2 is 30. So the maximum number of cars from node 2 to node 6 is 20. The maximum number of cars that can pass through path 1, 2, and 6 per hour is 20, as node 2 to 6 can only accommodate 20 cars per hour. This means 20 cars come from nodes 1, 2, and from the nodes 2 to 6. Okay, let's proceed with step 4, which involves adjusting the flow of the selected path 1, 2, and 6 after determining the maximum quantity that can pass through it. So, adjust the flow of selected path. We need to subtract the maximum quantity determined in step 3 from all the sources of path and add the maximum quantity determined in step 3 to all destination of path. We need to subtract the 30 to into we need to subtract the 20 into 30 equals 10, and also the 20 equals 0, and also next step we need to add the answer of we need to subtract the isubtract na to ang results sa ganina sa 30 minus 20 equals 10, diba? Then ang 10 is i-add na po nato sa 20, so may mo siyang 30. So dun sa add destination na dili na ta sa add destination. So after that, so revise quantity in path 1, 2, and 6. After the adjustment path, we'll have the following revised quantity in path. The new network after the first iterations reflect this adjustment. Path adjustment. Showing the updated flow capacity among each path. The new network first iteration is follows the diagram shows the adjusted capacity. The follow from node 1 to 1. So muna na siya. Follow from node 1 to node 2. Node 2 is 30 and from node 2 is 1. Muna siya answer. So next step na tayo sa step 5. Repeat the process. Repeat the process step 2, 3, and 4 until increase into no longer possible. So path 1 and 6 can no longer be considered because the outflow from node 2 is to 6 is 0. So path 1, 2, 4, and 6 selected. The maximum quantity that can flow through the path is 10 cars. So adjustment. So we need to subtract the 10 minus 10, 0, and hantod sa node 6. And also we have this destination 30 plus 10 equals 40, 10 plus 10, 20, and 10 plus 10 plus 20, so about sa node 6. So after the adjustment sequence, iterations appears to follow. The diagram showed the adjusted capacities. The flow from node 1 to node 2 is now 40, from node 2 to node 4 is 20, from node 4 to node 6 20, the reverse flow from the node 1 to node 2 to node 4 and node 4 to node 6 are 0. That's all. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Arim GT Pasha, reporters from Group 5. The third iteration of the four-Carson algorithm for finding the maximum flow in a network. Paths with non-zero outflow. Two paths remain with non-zero outflows, 1, 4, 3, 5, 6 and 1, 3, 5, 6. This means the algorithm must continue to the next iteration to find additional augmenting paths. Selected path and flow adjustment. The path 1, 4, 3, 5, 6 is selected for this iteration. The maximum number of cars that can pass through this path is 10, determined by minimum residual capacity along the path. Adjustment to the network are mid follows. Next, subtraction from the source. Node 1 to node 4, 20 minus 10 equals 10. Node 4 to node 3, 10 minus 10 equals 0. Node 3 to node 5, 20 minus 10 equals 10. Node 5 to node 6, 60 minus 10 equals 50. Next, additional to the destination, node 1 to node 4, 0 plus 10 equals 0. Node 4 to node 3, 0 plus 10 equals 0. Node 3 to node 5, 0 plus 10 equals 10. Node 5 to node 6, 0 plus 10 equals 10. Next, network state after the adjustment. The network diagram reflects this change, showing uploaded residual capacities. The path 1, 3, 5, 6 still has non-zero outflows, indicating that further iteration. Next, the fourth iteration of the four-Carson algorithm for finding the maximum flow in a network. Adjustment to the network. The adjustment mode to the network are as follows. Subtraction from the source. Node 1 to node 2, 10 minus 10 equals 0. Node 2 to node 4, 20 minus 10 equals 10. Node 4 to node 3, 10 minus 10 equals 0. Node 3 to node 5, 10 minus 10 equals 0. Node 5 to node 6, 50 minus 10 equals 40. Next, addition to the destination. Node 1 to node 2, 0 plus 10 equals 10. Node 2 to node 4, 0 plus 10 equals 10. Node 4 to node 3, 0 plus 10 equals 10. Node 3 to node 5, 0 plus 10 equals 10. Node 5 to node 6, 0 plus 10 equals 10. Next, network state after adjustment. The network diagram reflects this change, showing a floated residual capacities. The FAT 1356 now has a source of 0, indicating that no more flow can be added through this path. Next, the problem applying the shortest path technique to find the minimum distance from origin A to destination F using a step-by-step approach. Next, shortest path technique. This method determines the shortest route between 2 points in a network by iteratively selecting the nearest unvisited node to step R. 1. Construct the network. Give us the distance table. 2. Select the node nearest to the origin A. 3. Locate the next node nearest to the previously selected node. 4. Repeat until the destination F is reached. Next, step-by-step solution. Step 1. Start at E. The nearest node is B, 10 km. Step 2. From B to nearest unvisited node is C, 5 km. Step 3. From C to nearest unvisited node is a D, 20 km. Step 4. From D, the nearest unvisited node is A, 15 km. Step 5. From A to nearest unvisited node is F, 10 km. Next, shortest route and distance. The route A, V, C, T, A, F has a total distance of 10 plus 5 plus 20 plus 15 plus 10 equals 60 kilometers.
Shortest route. Construct the network stage 1. This is the route. The initial network is presented with node and the distance between them. Stage 2. Select the nearest node to the origin. So we must find the nearest node and identify nodes near the point of origin. Nodes B and C determine the closest node. Node B is the nearer to the origin with a distance to the origin with a distance of 10 km. First, iterations. Node B is selected as the first node in the network. Step 3. Locate the next nearest node to the selected node, node A. So we are going to identify another node near the node A, node C. Determine the distance from node A through node B to other nodes. and node A to node C is 20. Node A to node B to node C, 10 A to B plus 5 B to C equals 15. Node A through node B to node D, 10 A to B plus 20 B to D equals 30. Node A through node B to node A, 10 A to B plus 10 B to E equals 20. Um, this step calculates the distance to determine the next nearest node, considering paths through intermediate nodes. Stage 4, repeat steps 2 and 3 until the destination point is reached. This process repeats until the destination's point reached. The path will pass through node A, B, C, and A. Distance from node E through node B, C, and E to node D and F are as follow. The node A through node B, C, and E to the node D, 10 A to B plus 5, B to C plus 4, C to E plus 15, E to D equals 34. Node E through node B, C, and E to node F, 10 A to B plus 5, B to C equals 4, C to E plus 10, E to F equals 29. The shortest route has 19 kilometers at this point. The third iteration in the network is the route from A to B to E and to C. This one. And alternative approach. Less all possible routes and select the route of the shortest distance. So this one. And route E, B, D, F, 10 plus 20 plus 10 equals 40. Route E, B, D, E, F, 10 plus 20 plus 15 plus 10 equals 55. Route A, B, C, D, E, F, 10 plus 5 plus 4 plus 15 plus 10 equals 44. And route E, B, C, and A, F, 10 plus 5 plus 4 plus 10 equals 29. Route A, B, E, D, F, 10 plus 10 plus 15 plus 10 equals 45. And route E, B, and E, F, 10 plus 10 plus 10 equals 30. And route E, C, E, F, 20 plus 4 plus 10 equals 34. And the shortest route shall then pass through nodes A, B, C, E, and F with a total distance of 29 kilometers. The fourth iteration is the route A, B, C, E, F, 10 plus 5 plus 4 plus 10 was 29 kilometers. And that's all. Thank you.